manage, and the writer how to write all up this new stuff or the old stuff. And then there has to be an inventor. Without an inventor, the business is going to go under. To improve the processes, to make new processes, then you need a teacher to teach all this stuff, and a CEO to coordinate everything within the business. And then you need a controller to control the money and deal with the ethics of the business. And then you need a salesperson or an advocate, if it's not a business, to advocate the concepts, non-profit or profit. You need an enlightener to connect the business to the rest of the world, make sure it's doing right, you know, not only for the business but for the world. That's the enlightener's job. And all this is always dynamically changing. So you need teamwork, so you need fellowship. You got to get a honey tongue. If you don't have a honey tongue, you're going to have competition within the group in a negative way, an unconstructive way, over ego clashes. To avoid ego clashes, develop a honey tongue and be sweet and gentle and helpful by example, by just looking and reasoning with people. And if they won't accept reason, you have to just wait until they're ready to hear you. Meanwhile, be an example of what you have to do. So I'm promoting student empowerment through academic fellowship teams, citizen fellowship teams, personal fellowship teams, where they solve each person is concerned with everybody else's personal problems and helps each other with a honey tongue. And then you have powerful teams of student empowerment that way. Transform the educational system anywhere in the world. Economic fairness. There's many things we can do. The first one is to require the rich to invest in renewable energy. They got enormous wealth. So we can get require them to invest just 1% of their wealth in renewable energy. That would bring in $300 billion a year. And you have to write Congress, your senators. I'll show you the wealth figures just to prove it. Here's the wealth figures that shows you the enormous greed, the enormous inequity. This is figures from the Federal Reserve. Every 3 years they do a survey of consumer finances. So they had $46 trillion in 2007, the top 10% of the families in this country, U.S. families. And they gained $21 trillion in 9 years. That's $2.33 trillion every year for 9 years on average. Well, the bottom gained less than $1 trillion, the bottom 90% of the population. And we're talking about 116 million households or families. These are $1 trillion. So I'm only saying let's they made $2.33 trillion every year. Just take a third away. That's what they're gaining, a third away, and not even take it from them. Require them to invest it in renewable energy, in their own houses, to make them energy independent of fossil fuels. It could be done. They got the money. They could stimulate all these industries. We're on the last 5. How are we gonna? So now I'll put this down. Well, I can put that. Well, I'll worry about meditation all the time. This thing popped out for some reason. The richest 5% of the households have over $30 trillion. So let's network. Top 5%, 1%, it'd be $300 billion for their own homes and wind power. Let's put up the meditation. Took a little extra time. Being a little flexible, huh? Okay, here goes. 20-second meditation break. Then we have a few minutes less. Look our attention into the middle effortlessly. Constantly. Oh, I made this new leaflet I was showing before. Not a leaflet, it's a newsletter. Pretty newsletter. Using MS Publisher, Microsoft Publisher. It's their design. They have many designs, templates. I spent $100 two years ago. Not only make that, but I also made cards to give out. This is 10 business cards. And here's the card. I didn't cut it out like a business card. I just cut it quickly. So I can make 10 of these at one shot. And what does it say? Now get your opinion on a serious question. Okay, here's the question. How can the economy be stimulated significantly now without any more public debt? You know? There's the answer right here. There's the answer. See? Just get the money from the rich to invest, to stimulate the economy. And what would that do? That would create jobs. I mean, major economists like Paul Krugman, Dean Baker, are so aware that if you want to put people back to work, you've got to do more stimulus than they're doing now. But we don't want to go into debt. So not to go into debt, here's the answer. And it would benefit the country enormously. We could come out of this deep recession very quickly, but by not putting the money up, people are not going to go back to work. So now I got another 2 minutes left for this show. So what I'll do is I'll turn this off. It's not going to be of any use anymore. Okay, so this little card says that. Or how can we swiftly make our country 100% energy independent? That is through 1-1000 networks. I think it's back here someplace, but I should have a sign for that. I wonder where that is. Okay, I'll just put this up. This is the key. Go out there, network. If you get 10 people in a week to do likewise, then you'd have a 1-1000 network for requiring a citizens network, requiring the rich to invest 1% of their wealth. That would be, on the top 5%, it would be $300 billion every year. It would quickly make our country renewable energy independent. We can get rid of all the coal plants. Right now we're tied up to history. Let's free ourselves. If you want to contact me to work on these problems, here's my email address. I'm looking for dedicated people, parents, students, teachers, and the public willing to help improve our curriculum. That's what I'm going to do. Add renewable energy, science, and math to the curriculum. Be on my show if you want, or help with my show. Maybe we'll go outside and interact with people. Contact me at DKC at Gmail. If you're really dedicated and a caring person wanting to do something, willing to make an effort. On my box number, 2866 10163. So long for a while. I'll be seeing you hopefully one day. Have a great day, because